I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Ay, 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 I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it.
Hello everyone, this is John at Evermore Antiques, and I was going to make a really quick video about BrickSeek and what I think about it. I've been using the program now for about 4 or 5 months. It's helped me find some really awesome deals, so it is definitely a value that I think is worth paying for. But on that note, I do believe that there are some things that they could possibly improve upon. I believe they could get the deals out faster, which I'm going to get into in just a minute. I'm currently subscribed to the Extreme Deal Hunter plan. I don't necessarily see there being that big a $20 benefit over the premium membership. So if I was to suggest a membership plan, I would definitely suggest the $10 a month. I think that's probably the price point at where it gives you the most value for your money. The difference is between the premium and the extreme is you're able to save items to a shopping list, and if you're out sourcing several stores, that's probably pretty helpful. But I do also know that on the Walmart app, you can also save your items to a shopping list, which is free. You don't have to pay an extra $20 a month. And you can hide items from your newsfeed. So there's that. In the members area, you get 200 popular searches, and you get 150 of today's markdowns. Markdowns by store, and you also get access to the online markdown feed and the local markdown feed. And then the additional features, they both remove ads. They both have access to the premium dashboard. They have access to premium and the extreme forums if you have the extreme, which I've never even went to the forums. In the premium dashboard daily email lets you know of the items that are marked down at your local Walmart. So I would say that the major benefit is the online markdown feed, which I have not seen one item yet that was really that great of a deal. Normally they're marked down $5, $6. I mean, they're more than that, but it's not necessarily like really good RA stuff. You're not going to source this stuff and flip it on Amazon or eBay that I've seen. I could be wrong. If I am, please post below. I would love to be corrected, but I don't see anything that I'm going to be able to flip on eBay or Amazon and make any money. And the local markdown feed, that is where I'm really disappointed with BrickSeek. I believe that with the local markdown feed, that I don't believe that they're pushing out all the markdowns at one time. It'll tell you that you get your markdowns are 150 of that day's markdowns. The other day I went into my Walmart, just happened to go in, and I seen that they had a lady approached me, one of the associates, and she knows me. And she goes, "Oh, did you buy all the Legos?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Oh, all of our Legos were marked down." Well, apparently on the 23rd, they did a huge markdown in their store and clearanced all their Legos out. And somebody came in and bought all of them and left, which good for them. I don't know who got them, but 2 thumbs up for you. That's cool. Glad you scored. That being said, nothing was on my BrickSeek. Nothing was on the download page. I didn't see anything. I seen a couple Lego sets that were there, but they were out of stock. And as I walked around the store, or the toy department, I started noticing, oh, well, this isn't on BrickSeek, and this isn't on BrickSeek. They're in stock. They were marked down that day, and I'm like, man, they should have been like, they should have. And I was thinking, well, maybe the issue is that I'm a premium member and that I am not the extreme member. I just went to the extreme membership this week. And so I said that was the catalyst that was like, you need to be a premium member or an extreme member, because maybe then you'll get first dibs on all of these awesome markdowns. And so I came home and I upgraded my account to the extreme membership. And that's when I started noticing some funny stuff. I was, I have a pretty good memory. It's not quite like eidetic or anything like, but I mean, it's almost photographic when it comes to the items that I look, when it comes to retail arbitrage and picking. I just have this really great memory. And as the days were going by, I started seeing these items that were marked down a day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, were coming up in my markdowns, my daily markdown emails and stuff. And I'm like, no, that wasn't marked down today. That wasn't marked down last night. That was marked down like 3 or 4 days ago. That was marked down a week ago. not 7 days, but we'll say 5 business days almost. I'm like, this just doesn't seem right. And so I actually went on to the BrickSeek forum on Facebook, and I made a post. I didn't make the post, but I made a post on another post, and I brought this to their attention. And the gentleman, I guess, that runs the forum or runs BrickSeek, or he owns BrickSeek, he says we can't push out all of the markdowns at one time because it would overload the system. And like Scooby Doo. I'm like, what? I'm like, I told him, I said, I have a friend in the mid to early 2000s created a like a crawling bot that would go on Amazon and would continually scan for markdowns. It scanned the whole system, so it had a database, and then it would scan the database again, and anything that was marked down significantly, it would post to that to this page that he made, and anyone had access to it. It was absolutely free. And in the early days of Amazon, you would see a lot of crazy markdowns because they were just working on their automation system, and somebody would go in and they would price something stupid low, and then Amazon would just crash, and that's where they would be at. Or somebody would not put a 1 in front of it, or whatever, sometimes a 2 or a 3. I have seen people get $1,000 item for like $69 because it was supposed to be like $1,069 or something like that. I'm not kidding. In the early days of Amazon, there were some crazy pricing errors, and you could go to websites like slickdeals.com or fatwallet.net, and these websites were built around the idea of finding great deals on the internet. Well, anyways, so I messaged that guy and told him that my friend had created this program, and I said, I know that you're able to push these deals out as you find them. I said, but I speculate that what you're doing is that you're holding deals back so that you have something to give every day, that you can trickle out 5 or 6 or 20 or how many ever that you're promising in your markdowns, in your today's markdowns. If you give it all today, then there's nothing tomorrow, because I worked for Walmart for 10 years, and I know that you don't get a ton of markdowns every day in a department. That every department might get 2 or 3, maybe 5 markdowns on average. The department manager goes in, they have a Telezon or a handheld, they they log in, they say, oh, these are my markdowns. They'll mark all of them down. They'll have a little printer, and they hit the print. It prints out all the labels, and then throughout the day, they go and they replace the shelf labels. Sometimes they don't. And if you've ever been into a Walmart and the price on the label didn't match the price of the item, that you took it to a scanner, you scan it with your phone app, and the prices are different. The reason why that is because your department manager was lazy, or their associate was lazy, that they delegated the work to, and they didn't go change the labels out. So that actually works out in our favor, because a lot of times people will look for those yellow clearance labels, and if they find them, they will actually go, they'll pick it up. So anyways, all the guy did after I posted that is give my post a thumbs up. He didn't come back and say, that's not what we're doing, that's not a bad idea, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So I also started digging into it a little bit deeper, and the popular searches are today's markdowns on the $9.95 plan a month, and today's markdown on the $150 today's markdowns. The 75 and the 150, there's never that many at your store. There's never even if there is 150, like the other day they marked down 200 SKUs in sporting goods and like 150 SKUs in the toy department, and they did not, sorry, my son's going to bed, and they did not and they did not show up on BrickSeek right away. Some of them weren't on there for 2, 3, 4 days later. And I firmly believe that what they're doing is they're holding SKUs back, they're holding markdowns back. And what I told him, I said, one of the biggest complaints I see with BrickSeek is I see people going to the stores and these items are no longer there. And what I believe is happening is you've got really intelligent, really smart people that are doing RA, and they know that if something's marked down, there's probably other things that mark down. So if they go to Walmart and tape measures are 50 cents and they were $9.95, They're like, oh man, they don't just mark down tape measures. Let me dig around. Let me look for them bright yellow tags. And it doesn't take very long to walk every aisle at a Walmart. Not very long at all. And if the associate and the department manager are actually doing their job, they're going to those shelf locations and they're changing those labels out to the bright yellow labels that say clearance, and it says was $10, now 50 cents. You know you'd have to be stupid not to buy that tape measure. So they clear the shelf off. And what's happening is, and I think that people are realizing that they're realizing what I've realized, is that BrickSeek isn't pushing everything out all the time. So if there's markdowns in a certain department, that they're not pushing all the markdowns onto their website. So you need to go and physically go to that store, walk around, and lay eyes on everything in that department and try to find these items that are marked down for that day, because BrickSeek isn't pushing everything out. So that's my big complaint. So okay, I've just made a huge gripe fest about BrickSeek for like 10 minutes. So that's the negative. So would I suggest using BrickSeek as a sourcing tool? Maybe. Okay, some. It's going to give, if you know that BrickSeek is marking stuff down, but they're not putting everything on their site, you can kind of use it as a mental map. If you see 2 or 3 toys on there that are marked down, you might want to hit up your local Walmart and see if other toys have been marked down. Same way with sporting goods, crafts, electronics, that they normally mark those items down pretty. They mark more than one item down in a department at a time. Now, the thing that I do like is that you can have the 20 alerts. I think for $30 a month, they should give you 100 alerts, but I don't think they want to continuously bombard Walmart's system. I think that what they're trying not to do as well is to overstay their welcome in Walmart's API. So they don't want to keep bombarding it all the time and taking up the server bandwidth, continually looking for markdowns on their site. So that could be it too. Now, what I do think the strengths of BrickSeek is the local inventory alerts. Those are great. If you see an item that you're interested in and you see it take that initial clearance, they'll normally drop down in several different clearance intervals. So if they have a bunch of them, you kind of want to put that in there, like computers, TVs. Put that SKU in there, save it, and it'll email you. For me, it's twice a day. If anything's taking a bump, anything's taking a markdown. It will let you know if stuff has been taken, because there's inventory, there's pricing changes that happen overnight. Like at my store, they close at 11 o'clock, and BrickSeek will update stuff at 11:30. There's no one in that store doing price changes at 11:30 at night. The place is shut down. There's not a soul in that store. They don't have an overnight stocking crew, so nobody's doing price changes. So that leads me to believe that my speculation is true, is that they are pushing out old price changes as new. But the alerts are nice because you can definitely use those alerts to let you know when a good item has been dropped. So there's that. You can use it as kind of a bobber. When you see the bobber, you can you know that you're getting ready to catch a fish. The second thing is that if you know a hot item, if you did your research, I call it retail espionage. If you want to know how to find stuff that's flipping on eBay, that's RA, that's cheap, here's what you do. You find a couple of really good RA items. You go to Amazon and you go to eBay and you search for those items. Guess what? RA people are selling those items. Go to look at others, see what else they're listing. Go out and do your research based on those items. You can print out every item that they've got. You can find those SKUs by putting those, and if you don't know where the item is sold at, this is crazy. If you don't know where the item is sold at, say you're looking for eye drops, put the name of the eye drops. Where can I buy eye drops? in Google Maps, guess what it does? It pops up all those little red dots where that item is sold at. You can use Google Maps to find items that you don't know where it's being sold at. If it's sold at Target, Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, Kmart. Well, not really Kmart anymore, but you can go out and you can find all of these items. And just by popping who sells it into Google Maps, it's amazing. And I've not seen, that's a free tip right there. I've not seen another person give that out ever. I just found it the other day because I use my noggin. Um, so I think that you can use it once you find that hot item. Once you find that that tape measure in your store was 50 cents and it was just marked down, because on the label it'll tell you when that label was printed. Look at when that label's printed, and if it says today, you go to BrickSeek, you put in that SKU, you search, and you see all the other Walmarts around you that have it. And then you go to those Walmarts and you can buy those. That's perfect. That's great. That's what BrickSeek is good at. But as far as the extreme, I'm probably not going to keep it because it doesn't give me any more information than the premium does. And I'm currently reaching out to a guy that's going to be able to maybe create a web-based like API for me that I'm going to be able to put these SKU numbers into it, and it's going to constantly check Walmart for me, and then it'll let me know when the price drops, and then I don't have to pay I can have 100 of them. I can have 400 of them, and I don't have to be stuck with just 20 of them. And it should be fairly easy for me to be able to not for me, because I have no idea, but this guy, he supposedly knows what he's doing. So I don't know. We're gonna look, and I'm gonna show you what I can see. I'm gonna show you the markdowns by store, and we're gonna go to my store, and I'm gonna show you the difference. Like here's the items. The ones that say extreme are the ones that I get to see that you don't get to see. But they're nothing spectacular. Like these baby girl pajamas that were marked down today, I went over there tonight and they had tons of little kids' pajamas marked down. They had tons of kids' clothes, baby clothes marked down today. They marked them down today, but that's the only one on their site. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. This Barbie doll that was just put out on the 27th, that was marked down on the 23rd. That's 4 days ago, and it's just now showing up on their site as an extreme. Only can see it because I'm an extreme. So, you know, I don't necessarily know. You get more stuff to see, but is it worth the extra $30 a month? I don't know. So far, nothing's came up that would save me a bunch of money. But anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. I definitely am open for discussing this. It's just my honest review over it. Would I use BrickSeek to source? Probably not. If I was going to do RA, I would probably want to get myself connected with other people in the RA community and find people from different parts of the United States, network, dig deep into that, maybe create a small Facebook group that's private with about 10 or 20 people in it, and that's how I would do my RA. That's just me. Would I rely on BrickSeek? I don't think I could feed my family if I had to rely on BrickSeek, because everyone else is getting access to the same information that you are, and you're not even getting all the information. You're just getting I don't know if you're all getting the same piece. That would be interesting to have more than one person with different BrickSeek accounts go to the same store and see if the same stuff pops up. I don't have the ability to do that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm pretty intrigued by it. I could be way off base. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to keep the $30 a month for a couple months, and maybe I'll make a video and let you guys know where I'm at on it afterwards. I think it would be pretty cool if Walmart themselves would have a place on their website. They could do away with BrickSeek, and they could just have a, what does my Walmart Markdown everyday list? What was my clearance list every day? And you could sign up to it on their website, and they're going to get people in their store. So Walmart, if you're watching this, do that. Make a list, put it on your website, email it to the people from that zip code. This is what we marked down in our store today. You're going to get people in your store to buy your clearance merchandise, and while they're there, they're going to buy toilet paper, they're going to buy laundry detergent, they're going to buy soap, they're going to buy lotion, they're going to buy food, they're going to buy hard goods. That's what I would do. But I just worked for Walmart for 10 years. What do I know? Thank you very much for watching. This is probably a crazy madman video. I'm sorry. I hope you got something from it. I hope it was educational. I appreciate you guys. If you would, hit the thumbs up or hit the thumbs down. Either way, it's still an interaction. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That's super important. I don't have anybody pushing me. I'm not being catapulted to the stars by any big YouTubers. So I need every sub I can get. I try to bring great content to the community. And even if some of it is a little bit controversial or even like a conspiracy, I can't believe I can't say that word, conspiracy. So we'll see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Comment below. Thank you very much. God bless. I like everything about you.